guys, my name is Rage and I am back today with another video as part of my Villains Campaign Unlocking Guide for farming Hela's node. If you guys haven't already, please check out my first video, as I will put a link in the description below on the part of starting 7-1. This is essentially a video continuation of the exact same aim team that I used in my first video as a way to progress through these nodes without having too high of a combat power. So I am using my exact same roster. Again, I'll show you guys those 5 members here. Yeah, as you can see, the key is my Scientist Supreme, Graviton, Security, Monstrosity, and Assaulter. And again, I have not upgraded any T4s for my team. The key here is definitely Scientist Supreme's ultimate, which does allow us to even the playing field against the higher tier minions that we're facing in the campaign nodes. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we go. As you guys can see again, my total team power is 119 to about 220k, and this is what I'll be using here. This one's going to be a little different compared to the 7-1, just because with this node, we're actually going to be facing Noble, who can actually cleanse the negatives that we place on the team. So as you can see here, I'm going to start off the battle with my Scientist Supreme's ultimate to place these conditions. And right from the get-go, I'm aiming just for Noble, even planting the Graviton stun just to slow her ability and to be able to delay her getting her turn. And now, unfortunately, we did get taunted by the Kree guard, so that's who I'm trying to get through right now. Essentially, just using all my abilities right now to get through guard, just so I can reach Noble. You want to take Noble out as soon as possible, just because of her abilities to be able to cleanse those negative conditions, which originally placed us in an advantageous position, right? So as you can see here, I'm almost done. And there we go. Now that guard's down, I am gonna use Graviton slow just to get that group there, and I will take out Noble right here. And again, similar to my first video, essentially when it's down to the last 4 minions for the first wave, we do want to weaken them as much as we can, just because the moment you drop any one of these guys, the next wave will actually start showing, and that wave does unfortunately include a Minerva, so we want to be very, very careful here. Something to watch out for too. I know I missed this originally when I was trying and going through this as well, but Nebula does, because of her ability, she does get a dodge here and there, which allows her the ability to be able to sometimes evade the conditions we place on her. So when possible, do just strike her with a melee attack just so that the dodge goes away. In this case, like, she doesn't have it anymore, and I'm comfortable, so hence why I'm continually weakening other members. Unfortunately, the bleed did just drop her, so now that Minerva's out, I do want to focus her, because she is the problem here. You know, essentially, if we don't take her down, she can potentially take us out of this game. So that's why my focus is officially switched now, and I'm seeing if I can weaken anybody else right now. Yes, and because she is stunned, we're taking our time now assessing the situation here. And unfortunately, we do have the taunt now from Kree guard, so we do have to take him out before we take Minerva. But again, the key is you want to stun and target Minerva as soon as possible once she's actually spawned in the next wave. And that right there is a great example why Minerva is so dangerous. Just because of her sustainability, she can get her team members back right up, right? So fortunately, our Monstrosity just came back right now with Scientist Supreme's revive. So now I'm going to try to take out Reaper. And now that the taunt's off, I am going to focus Minerva once again. So let's see what we can do here. You just want to try to target her as much as you can. As you can see too, Nebula does have that dodge now, so unfortunately, if we do have any hits on her, she's probably going to evade our negative conditions placed, but that's okay. Right now, the priority is getting Minerva down so she doesn't use her ability to resurrect, because that can just be that can just turn this battle upside down. Great, now Minerva's down, and now we can focus on getting rid of Nebula's dodge potentially. Yeah, let's do that right there. Now that she's dodged, her dodge is gone now. Now I can reactivate Science Supreme's ultimate, cast these conditions, and this looks like a good game. Let's see if we can draw this out enough to use Scientist Supreme's probability of getting our 5th member back resurrected so we can 3-star this. If not, it may not be a big deal, but you know, this like I said, this is meant to show you guys my walkthrough of how I got through my 120k team. So unfortunately, you may have to use some RNG aspect to it in order to get that 3-star, but these guys should be more than enough to be able to help you finish the round. And one last hit, here we go. Oh, one more. Perfect, and that's good game right there. So as you guys can see, it's definitely possible now. I've done it with the same 220k aim team for 7-1 and now 7-2, and here we go. That's perfect. So this is again just to show you guys like some insight that it is in fact possible. I've only been playing the game for a few months, and I was able to just level my aim team this last week or so, just pumping out the money into them, training them up. And right now I can still have upgrades on them, but I wanted to keep my roster at the same level that I originally beat those nodes with, just so I can showcase you guys that it is in fact possible. So again, I'm just showing you my roster right now. As you can see, there's no T4s. You can take a screenshot of the of each upgrade that I've had, just to kind of give you a reference, right? So here we go. That's my last unit. So perfect. And again, that's my roster right there. And as I mentioned before, Infector as well as the other AIM team member, you know, they are definitely versatile and they can be used. So thanks again for watching, you guys. Please let me know any questions or concerns, and good luck.